is Danny Pear, and I will be talking about the composting of solid waste. And as you can see from the first picture, in case anyone was confused with what compost looks like, that's what it is, and what the person's holding, that's compost. Now, the purpose of this is to speak about what compost is, specifically what solid waste is, how solid waste is used in compost, and we will learn why. So, the table of contents, I'm going to quickly go over what we will be talking about. So first, we will talk about the solid waste used in the United States in 2014, the percentage. Next, we'll be talking about different types of compost. And then we'll be talking about the process, how compost is made. And then we will talk about the temperatures versus phases, the different phases compost goes through. And lastly, we'll talk about the benefits of compost. Now, this slide shows a pie chart of the types of waste used in the United States in 2014. These are the percentages that were used throughout the whole country. So, 15% of the compost used were food, 3% other, 27% was of paper and paperboard. The 4% of compost used was glass, 9% included metals, 13% included plastics, 10% included rubber, leather, and textiles, 6% included wood, and 13% included yard trimmings. That should be trimmings. Now, we can see that the majority of the solid waste used to make compost was the paperboard, and food. So paper, as you can imagine, is used a lot, especially throughout the United States, because you use it to do work, use it to write it on, use paper for a lot of things. And the second one used the most was food. And as we all know, there's a lot of food waste in the United States. And there's this information that says an estimated 25 to 40% of food grown, processed, and transported in the United States will never be consumed. So the United States has a lot of food waste. One is brown. So the green materials are composed of dead plants, coffee beans, animal manure, food and vegetable scraps, grass clippings, and hair. Now these are only just a few of the green materials that are used for compost. For the brown materials, this includes hay and straw, tea bags, dryer lint, sawdust, eggshells, and newspaper and tissue. Now the process of composting. So as you can see to the left, there is waste and microorganisms, and these go together within the process to make compost. Now when you introduce air to it, you create compost, and the process releases water vapor, heat, and gas. So I'll give you a minute to look at this. Okay. Next we have the temperature versus phases. Now, if we look to the left, we have the mesophiliac phase, and this is where everything is decomposition, and it's at a moderate temperature. And everything is decomposed by the mesophiliac or microorganisms, that's why it's the mesophiliac phase. Next, temperatures start to rise during the composting process, and the thermophiliac decomposition is carried out by thermophilia bacteria, which is why it's called the thermophiliac phase, just like the mesophiliac phase. Now lastly, energy dwindles and so does temperature. Temperature starts to decrease, and that is your maturation phase. I included the cooling phase just to let you guys know that at this time the temperature is cooling. Now, what are the benefits of compost? 1, lessen pests and plant diseases. 2, it helps prevent pollution in the air. It also reduces dependence on fossil fuels. It lowers garbage bills and fewer costly dump runs, and this is very economically savvy for many people. Another benefit is that free soil additive and natural fertilizer. So compost is a free soil additive and natural fertilizer, which is also very economically savvy. And lastly, Compost returns nutrients to the soil, and one of these nutrients is potassium. Composed and recycled. So in this PowerPoint, we saw that solid waste can be used for compost, both the green and brown compost, both the green and brown waste can be used for this compost. Compost has three phases: the mesophiliac phase, the thermophiliac phase, and maturation phase. And as we learned, there are many different benefits composting solid, and the overall benefit is helping our environment. So next time you have waste, I suggest that you compost it.